Your host Christian Trinity, featuring Christian Prince, an educational Christian video.
Oh, I think I understand your question. Your question is, okay, did Allah forbid alcohol for a specific reason of preventing fetal alcohol?
What? Now I understand your question. What? What?
Babies. Is that your question?
No, what's wrong with you? You are in trouble. You are like a cartoon, Mickey Mouse. You're in the corner. You know not what to say. I'm asking you, is it bad or good? Very simple. Don't tell me any reason. I want to know. Is alcohol, according to the Quran, bad or good?
Bad. Okay, to answer your question, it's bad. But there's a little bit of good in it.
Finally you said it is bad. So how come the Quran says it is good? Here we go. This is the chapter 16, verse number 67. You made me lose my voice, repeating the same question. The Quran says that the alcohol is amazing drink, is the best. It's a miracle of Allah. Read for me the verses.
He's fighting the keyboard.
Are you finding the verse? I'm sorry, I'm not even looking at your screen. Well, did you want me to respond?
Oh, no, I don't want you to respond. You can call a friend. I mean, what's wrong with you? The Quran says, you said to me it's bad a second ago. You said to me a second ago, the Quran says that the alcohol is bad. Now the Quran saying that alcohol is a great drink. It's even a miracle from Allah. It is a benefit for mankind. And you can change any translation you want. What translation you want to put for you on the screen?
Okay. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm not even looking at your screen. So let me answer that if I may. Okay, and one thing I will require of you, Christian, do not interrupt me in my rebuttal. Because if we're going to have an intelligent debate, we should not be interrupted.
Even a rebuttal, because simply you just say that the alcohol is bad. The Quran is very saying the alcohol is amazing. I mean, can you even make a rebuttal?
Yeah. Okay, so let me now respond to you without interruption. Because if you interrupt me, this is an act of cowardice, and this is exactly what I'm saying. He can't handle me in this debate, so he's got to interrupt me. So let me now go ahead and...
I don't know how Nader Ahmad, he do have sex with his wife. I think he never finished once, because she always will be interrupting him doing something. We are live in Discord in case you are Abdul. So this is how stupid the Quran. They come and they fabricate studies, by the way, about they give you numbers and they made articles. In fact, #1 nations of defect of birth is Muslims, because Muhammad legalized having sex with your own cousin, first cousin, and you can have sex with your own daughter if she is a daughter out of marriage. So because those Arab, they marry from cousin, and then the cousin marry the cousin, and the cousin marry the cousin. So it's like having sex with the family. It's an incest. They have a high number. Go check right now in the United Nations report. You will see how cousin marriage is having a huge impact in Muslim society. Disability, unable to walk, children born with a lot of disease. And this guy, he is coming to talk about alcohol. First of all, Christianity does not encourage people to drink alcohol or get drunk. Nowhere it says that. In fact, the Bible says a drunken will not enter heaven. People who drink to be drunk, alcohol is the same as a food, can be medicine, can be good, but as anything, if you take too much of anything, you will die. Too much water, you will drown. Too much sugar, you will have diabetes. Too much, anything is too much, is going to kill you. And marrying the cousins is a big reason for birth defect. If you go right now and search in the internet, you will find how risk increase in any population have a marriage for first cousin. And then the first cousin, it's not only going to stop there, because it's not like one-time deal. So your parents are cousin, and then you marry your cousin, and then your son marry his cousin. So simply you are having sex with your sister, and then all the birth defect in the world can happen. Do we have any Muhammadan? So the stupid Muhammadan. The Quran, by the way, never said that alcohol is forbidden. The Quran says ijtanibu, which means avoid it. And why? Because it is from the work of shaitan. But then the same stupid book, Allah, he promised us alcohol in heaven. So how alcohol is from the act of shaitan, and then alcohol itself is in heaven? Even the heaven in Islam promise you a river of wine, not just alcohol. River. It's not like you get a day maybe a bottle of in chapter 47, verse number 15, the paradise include rivers of milk, rivers of wine, rivers of water, and drink as much you want. So is alcohol from shaitan or from Allah? And then the other verse, actually, with the one we show him in the screen, This verse says that it's a miracle from Allah. Alcohol is a miracle from Allah. And this is taken from the legends where, supposedly, I think the god of the Greek, he was able to make wine. It's a miracle from the goddess. The Quran confirmed that the wine is a miracle from Allah. And nobody will acknowledge this miracle except the good people. I just see in the screen. Do we have any Muhammadan would like to join us? We are live in Discord. In case you'd like to join, feel free. All right. In the Middle Eastern Christians, they sell alcohol, but the buyers are Muslims. And when they drunk, they don't drink to drink, they drink to drunk. Any Muhammadan? So what else? What is the solution for life problem that Islam provide? As Muslim, they say here. Absolute prohibition of adultery. And here, this is another issue of lies about Islam. They say Islam forbid adultery. The fact Islam encourage adultery. Or what Islam did, legalize adultery and make it not adultery. As an example, Muhammad, he said, you can go and rent a woman, even if it's for 3 days, 3 nights. And yet the Muslim, they call it marriage. So you go to a woman, you say to her, I want to sleep with you for 3 days or 2 days or 1 day. How much you charge me? Remember, in the website it says Islam forbid adultery. What is this? And you have to pay her, by the way. You have to pay her. It's not for free. This is literally prostitution, not adultery only. So you go to the women, any woman you see, you ask her how much you charge for a night or 3 nights, starting, let's say, from 6 p.m. or 6 in the morning or whatever time. There's a condition for this. Number 1, you discuss how much she will get paid. Number 2, for how long? From what time to what time? Number 3, both they have to agree after discussing. Like she have to say certain words. I acknowledge and I agree. And he say I acknowledge and I agree. And then they go to bed and they do boom boom. And when the time is up, there's no divorce because this is not a marriage. It's a sex contract. So the Muslim, they keep saying to us, Islam forbid adultery. Not only that, if you have my book, Sex and Allah, you can get them from Amazon. You will find that the Muslim, they have tons of marriage, tons of names. Like as an example, Zawaj friend. What is Zawaj friend? Friend is an English word, right? We know it. Zawaj is an Arabic word meaning marriage. So instead of having boyfriend, okay, you marry a woman and she is your girlfriend, but you don't sleep with her. She don't live with you. You let us say you want to stay together for like 3 months, 4 months, but you don't stay in the same home. Like every, let's say, few days, you meet in the hotel room. You do boom boom. She go home to her family, you go home. Very advanced religion. And they say to you, this is not adultery. And this is not for fornication. And even the Muslim Shia, they make fun of the Sunni about the Zawaj friend. Even the biggest imams of the Sunni, they call, especially those who color their hair with they want to make it redhead, they call for Zawaj friend. Or what about travel marriage? What travel marriage? You want to go to a country, but haram to sleep around, haram, brother. So they provide you in the room, like the hotel, Muslim hotel, they will send you a girl to your room and you will marry her for the period you will stay in the hotel. You will marry her for the period you will stay in the hotel. So let us say you want to go to a country, whatever country is, and you will stay there for 10 days. You marry a woman for 10 days. Halal. He did not break the command of Allah. So when the Muslims, they say that Islam forbid adultery, that is a big fat lie. Muhammad is the biggest adulterer. Muhammad, even he took his own son wife. The Quran in chapter 25 verse 54, and you can read the interpretation of it, of Al-Qurtubi, you will see a Muslim even can have sex with his own daughter if she is a daughter from adultery, not from marriage. So your daughter from marriage, you cannot have sex with her. But if you have a daughter from a woman, you sleep with her, you can sleep with the mother and the daughter. And then the Muslim, they say to us, Islam what? Is against adultery. But reality, Islam promote adultery. In fact, adultery in Islam is a destiny. Destiny. It's not you who decide to do adultery or not. Allah decide for you to be every human being have to do adultery. And Allah decide for you the portion of how much adultery you do. So how Islam is against adultery? Any Muhammadan? So you notice that everything they say about the religion is a lie. Islam did not solve problems. Islam created problems. Because let us think about the social impact of me renting a woman for 3 days. What is the social impact? A great number of women, their job is to open their legs to men because they make money from it. That is a social impact. And then a great numbers of kids, they have no father because the father, even if he knew his father, the son will not grow with his father because there's no marriage. The woman, she slept with him for 3 days. And then next guy. So when they say Islam provides social solution, that is a joke. It is the opposite. You see, I grew up in the Middle East. All the kids who clean shoes are Muslims. I never saw a Christian kid in the Middle East cleaning shoes. Why? Never saw. Muslim kids all over the street. Little girls, they let them in the street begging for money. So like the pervert, they touch them. The pervert, they molest them. The pervert can rape them. God knows what they would do to them. They don't care for their kids. They just have sex, make babies, throw them in the street. Islam never solved a social problem. Islam is a problem. Do we have any Muhammadan?
To be continued.